I am extremely happy to meet viewers of my channel in yet another module, that is Success to Gate Control Systems Module 15, Frequency Response Analysis. Like the previous module, in this module also, explanation for gate examination question papers pertaining to frequency response analysis is done. As usual, the questions are taken from different disciplines, that is instrumentation engineering, electrical engineering, and electronics and communication engineering. Let me straight away move into the problem. Problem number 1 taken from Electronics Engineering 2018, question number 41. For a unity feedback control system with the forward path transfer function G of S equal to K divided by S into S plus 2, the peak resonant magnitude MR of the closed loop frequency response is 2. The corresponding value of gain K correct to 2 decimal places is dash. So this is the problem involving numerical answer type. So objective type is not given. So since the problem is the transfer function K by S into S plus 2 and the resonant peak, it is very clear that it is a problem on frequency domain specifications of a standard second order system. So this we have seen in the correlation between time and frequency domain specifications in control systems lecture 12. Anyway, that I have indicated at the end of the module. So the forward path of the standard second order system is given by, this is the standard form, omega n square by S into S plus 2 g to omega n for a unity feedback system. This we know very well. Resonant magnitude or resonant peak MR is derived as 1 by 2 zeta into root of 1 minus zeta square. It is given that MR equal to 2. So this is square root, the squaring on both sides. So 1 by 4 zeta square into 1 minus zeta square equal to 4. So if we cross multiply, simplify and arrange the equation properly, we get 16 zeta power 4 minus 16 zeta square plus 1 equal to 0. So here we can make a substitution that zeta square equal to x and solve the quadratic equation. And finally, when we find zeta, it is 0.97 and 0.26. Two values are there. Which value to be used? We know very well in frequency domain specifications, the resonant peak relation does not hold good when zeta is less than, that is greater than 1 by root 2. So it is valid only when zeta is less than 1 by root 2 or zeta is less than 0.707. That also I have said in my control systems lecture series, lecture 12. So expression for MR is valid only when zeta is less than this. Therefore, we cannot take this. We have to take only this. And we can find out what is 2 zeta omega n, because K by S into S plus 2 here. Therefore, S plus 2 means S plus 2 zeta omega n. So 2 zeta omega n equal to 2. K equal to omega n square. That's all. Therefore, 2 zeta omega n equal to 2. Zeta you substitute 0.26. Find out omega n. So 3.85. So K is omega n square, which is 14.83. That's also very, very easy. So let us move on to the next problem. So it is taken from GATE 2017 Electrical Engineering Set 1, question number 6. The transfer function of a system is given by V0 of S by VA of S equal to 1 minus S by 1 plus S. Let the output of the system be V0 of t equal to Vm sin of omega t plus phi for the input Va of t equal to Vm sin omega t. Then the minimum and maximum values of phi in radians are respectively. Very, very simple problem. We are simply asked the phase angle, phase shift, minimum value, maximum value. Minimum value means what? At omega equal to 0. Maximum value means what? Omega equal to infinity. That's all, because frequency variation is from 0 to infinity only in frequency response analysis. So first you try to express this in frequency domain, that is frequency response expression. So S equal to j omega I have written. So phase angle in radians. 1 minus j omega means the point is in the fourth quadrant. Real part positive, imaginary part negative means fourth quadrant. Therefore, we should forget the minus sign, simply calculate tan inverse of omega. Since it is in fourth quadrant, whatever angle that we calculate is negative angle. So minus tan inverse of omega. This 1 plus j omega, since it is in the denominator, we have another minus sign, minus tan inverse of omega. So minus 2 tan inverse of omega is phase angle. So when we substitute omega equal to 0, we get the minimum value as 0 radians. And when we substitute omega equal to infinity, it is minus 2 tan inverse infinity. Tan inverse infinity is pi by 2, that is 90 degree. So 2 into pi by 2 is pi radians or 180 degrees. So minus pi radians. So maximum value is minus pi, minimum value is 0 as far as phi is concerned. So maximum and minimum values of phi are minus pi and 0 respectively. So that matches with option D. So option D is correct. That's all. Question number 3, which is taken from GATE 2016 Instrumentation Engineering, question number 14. The input I of t equal to 2 sine of 3t plus pi is applied to a system whose transfer function g of s is equal to 8 by s plus 10 the whole square. The amplitude of the output of the system is dash. So they are asking the amplitude of the output. So find out the gain. What is the gain? Before that, we have to find out sinusoidal transfer function. Put s equal to j omega. So 8 by j omega plus 10 whole square. That's all. So amplitude of gain is, so we have to write this in square root form. Square root of 100 plus omega square. Already there is a square. So square root of 100 plus omega square. Square, that is amplitude of gain. What is output? Gain multiplied by input, because output by input is gain. Therefore output is input multiplied by gain. So gain multiplied by input. What is the frequency? So sine omega t plus phi. So this is the magnitude. Sine of omega t plus phi as far as input is concerned. So frequency is 3. So at 3 radian per second we have to find out the gain and the output. So 8 by root of 100 plus, substitute omega as 3 into amplitude of input is 2. So 0.1467. So that is the amplitude of the system. See, very simple. The solution to the problem is, it may be a problem in GATE examination, but I don't think it is a difficult problem. Simply application of formula. That's all. Let us move on to the next problem. Problem number 4. Consider a linear time invariant system with transfer function h of s equal to 1 by s plus 1. If the input is cos of t and steady state output is a cos of t plus alpha, then the value of a is dash. So here, this question is taken from GATE 2016 Electrical Engineering set 2, question number 18. So they are asking what is this value of A, that is what is the magnitude of this output. Very simple. First you find out sinusoidal transfer function by putting s equal to j omega. Amplitude of gain 1 by root of 1 plus omega square. What is output? Like the previous problem, input multiplied by gain, that's all. So gain is nothing but 1 by root of 1 plus omega square. Amplitude of input, what is the input cos of t? What is the input therefore? 1 cos t, so it is 1. So 1 by root of 1 plus omega is 1. Why omega 1? Cos of omega t, it is 1. Coefficient of t is 1 into 1. So it is given that the output magnitude is A. Therefore, if we simplify, A by root 2, A is equal to 1 by root 2, that's all. So 1 by root 2 is 0.707. See how simple it is. So let us move on to the last problem. So it is again taken from GATE 2016 Electrical Engineering. However, it is taken from set 1, question number 6. The transfer function of a system is y of s by r of s equal to s by s plus 2. The steady state output y of t is equal to, so they have given it as a cos of 2t plus 5. The input is cos of 2t. So the values of a and phi respectively are. So there is a phase shift phi in the output and the magnitude of output is A. Input magnitude is 1 and the frequency is 2. Very clear. So values of A and phi respectively are. So this is a problem involving finding the magnitude as well as phase angle, that's all. Amplitude of output as well as phase shift of output. So first of all, write the expression in the sinusoidal transfer function form by putting s equal to j omega. Amplitude of gain, so what is omega? Omega equal to 2, we can find it both in input and output, omega as 2. So the gain is, amplitude of the gain is 2 by, so j omega means omega is 2 divided by root of 4 plus omega square. So 4 plus omega is 2 square. So 1 by root 2, that's all. So amplitude of output is gain multiplied by input. What is gain? 1 by root 2. What is input? 1 into cos 2t, so 1 by root 2. So phase shift of output. What is phase shift? So j omega means the phase shift is tan inverse of omega by 0, tan inverse of infinity, 90 degree. J omega plus 2 means, so minus sign because it is in the denominator, tan inverse of omega by 2. Substitute omega as 2, so tan inverse of 2 by 2, 1. So 90 minus 45, 45 degree, that's also plus 45 degree. Therefore 1 by root 2 45 degree. I think this matches with option B. So option B is correct. So if you go through all the problems 5, problem 4, problem 3, problem 2, problem 1, all these except problem 1, all the other problems involve finding the magnitude and phase angle. That's all. Problem 1 just finding the frequency domain specification, namely the resonant peak. So if we know the concept clearly and if we know the formulas clearly, I don't think we will have any difficulty in solving any of the gate problems in frequency response analysis, because I have compiled all the problems in control systems from frequency response analysis by considering last 5 question papers, that is from 2016 to 2020. I have taken questions from all the question papers, control system related questions. In that I have grouped like this, that is what are the questions pertaining to mathematical modeling, that is mechanical systems, electrical system, transfer function, block diagram, signal flow graph, all that. Then I have grouped the questions like time response analysis, steady state error, first order system, second order system. Then I have grouped the questions pertaining to stability and root locus. Then I have grouped the questions in frequency response analysis. So far I have been doing with respect to the introduction to frequency response analysis or correlation between time and frequency domain specifications. So I have covered all the problems relating to the introduction. So in the next module, we will discuss about the problems in other things, that is polar plot, Bode plot. So from the, questions related to that from GATE examination, especially in the last 5-year question papers pertaining to the same 4 disciplines, we will take and discuss. So for more detailed discussion on the topics, whatever we have considered for these GATE questions. So you can refer my video control systems lecture series lecture 12, correlation of time and frequency domain specifications. So which is given in this URL. There is the URL of the video. So I hope you have understood this particular module clearly. So if you have any doubts, please post your queries, comments or feedback to this mail ID. Also WhatsApp to this first number 9994347 426. So I want you people to give more support in terms of views, subscriptions and sharing of my videos. So I have made one point very clear right from the module 1 of control systems. So what I have made very clear is no formula, no expression is used afresh in any gate control system module. Whatever we have discussed in regular control systems lecture series module only we have used. That means you don't have to prepare separately for GATE examination. If you know thoroughly all my modules in control systems lecture series, these modules will be a cakewalk to you. So I want you to utilize all these modules that I have already posted. So please utilize all these and try to score as much as possible in control system so that you will get a very good rank in GATE. Since control system is common to all the branches, electrical, electronics, electronics and communication, chemical, instrumentation, I have found that I can take questions from all the disciplines so that people will have good collection of questions. So you don't have to go to some other video or some other download. So everything is available in my series of videos. So thank you very much for your support. So I will meet you in the next module. So till then, thank you. Goodbye.